Ronald Koeman plays the same lineup that he did versus PSG. No changes, no tactical changes, and Barcelona just are not able to create goals. Good morning. So, happy Sunday. I woke up this morning and I didn't realize how early in California the Barcelona versus Cadiz game was. So I wake up to the final score already being 1-1, which is a bummer, right? No anticipation, no excitement, just a straight up 1 point failure essentially. So then the first thing I do, knowing that we just came off a catastrophic loss to PSG, which just kind of disgusted me to the core, was to look at what did Ronald Koeman put on the field. And he thought it was a good idea to play the exact same lineup that he started PSG with, which started strong but failed for a lot of the same reasons we're all talking about, age and tired players. He started with Alba, Lenglet, Piqué, and Dest. Pedri, Busquets started again, De Jong, Griezmann, Messi, and Dembele. And what bothers me most about this, first of all, when I rewatched the game, I was watching it kind of through a somewhat of a negative lens, so I don't want to break down too much of the game and be, just kind of gross and not really positive. But he's playing the old players that we know Ronald Koeman wants to get rid of. You know he wants to get rid of Busquets next year. You know Piqué is probably not going to stay. You know Messi's probably going to be moving on. He's playing these same teams without allowing them to create a style. And then I ask myself, okay, 2 games ago, we had the youngsters, Ricky Puig, Trincao, Pedri playing well, De Jong in the back line, Dest. There was a lot of good movement, a lot of movement up top. Why hasn't he gone back to that lineup after he knows they just failed? And the only thing I think of is Ronald Koeman was a defender. He's a very pragmatic coach and he thinks about the defensive line before he thinks of offense. I'm not really sure he knows what to do with this offense. Honestly, if you look at the way he plays, he usually subs people in for defensive responsibilities. That's kind of what he does. The offense seems like he's kind of leaving it to whatever the players on the field can come up with, right? He's very pragmatic. And then which is even more sad that you have a defense that's incompetent in the back. And then he plays the older players, not the younger players. So we kind of know all the trophies are gone. All the trophies are gone this year. We know that the only thing for Barcelona fans at this point is to look forward to progress either in the later end of the season or next year, which to us means let's see some of the younger players shine. Let's start seeing the tick-tack, and let's see something other than just, kind of plain build from the back, no offensive threat. See what Messi can create down the lines. See what, we can do where the midfield is just kind of dead. But we know he plays Busquets because he's a defensive-minded player. We know he plays Piqué because he is the, voice in the locker room. He's the center back. We know he knows how to manage the defense. Well, sometimes, really. To be honest, he's not doing a good job in the defense. And we tied. So, in a week where Barcelona could have increased a little in the standings because both Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid lost, we get a tie. So now we're in 3rd place, and I just don't know if Ronald Koeman's the guy. And I don't want to be negative because this is obviously, I'm already sensitive from blowing that shit against PSG and allowing them to run through us without any thoughts, and Ronald Koeman's not really being able to react when we need him to. But then he puts the same players out on the field. It's like he wanted to give them a chance at redemption. Okay, so great. He gave them a chance against Cadiz, and they weren't able to get the ball in. That leads me to think Ronald Koeman may be a very good defensive-minded player. He may be from Barcelona. He may have played with Barcelona, but he doesn't know what to do with the offense. And in a situation where we've got youngsters sitting in the wings trying to get some playing time, as well as the inability to score for this team, we're probably going to need a whole fresh start, you guys. Ronald Koeman's not a bad coach, but he's not going to be the future if we're trying to bring youngsters through the program to be the next generation, because he doesn't know how to produce it on the offensive end. He doesn't. In a situation where we're going to lose all these vets that have been good for so long, you guys, the reality is here. We're going to need a fresh start, and it's okay if it's a rebuild. It's okay if the youngsters aren't winning every game. But to put out the same players you plan to get rid of and expecting to see good results, that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. Everyone, join the channel if you want. I'm sorry that I'm not super positive today. I'm already pissed off after losing to PSG. To come back with the same lineup, to have a good play, in the game and good movement and still not be able to score. It's kind of the story of Barcelona this year. We can't put the ball in the net. Even when we do play well, we can't score. So we need somebody that's an offensive-minded player, somebody that's going to keep a lineup that's fresh, that's going to keep the other team guessing. I don't believe they guess what. They know what they can do. Sit back. They know how to defend the same plays that Messi's able to produce because Koeman's not really giving them anything else to work with. They know that they're faster in the middle than Busquets. They know that they can push people wide, do a high line, and they know that Barcelona is not going to do a counterattack. It's really predictable at this point, guys, and it's not the players. I think it's the coach, and I'm sorry to say it. I just don't think he's going to be the guy to lead us to the next year. Everyone, I hope you have a good day. Join the channel if you like. I'm sorry I'm not being super positive. I'm just look forward to some of the better times coming for Barcelona. I really do, and I think we're going to be there, and I think it's going to be a slow road back, but I do believe the players are there to have a fun brand of ball to watch. And right now, we just can't put the ball in the net, and I think that comes from the leadership. Talk to everyone later.